and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I'm going to go ahead and unbox my BoxyCharm for the month of November. I'm also going to be starting to do first impressions, so I'm going to put everything on that is in this box on my face. I only have my brows and some eyeshadow primer on. This month I do know everything that is in the box, but I still think that it would be beneficial if I did a first impressions. So what's going to happen next month is when I get my BoxyLuxe, because Danielle signed up for it because she couldn't resist, I will be doing the first impressions of everything in that box, or everything that I can in that box. I don't know what's in that box, but yeah. And then I will be doing a review of November's items. There will be the occasional time where I just know that I'm not going to use something and I'm going to put it in my giveaway box. But for the most part, I will be doing it kind of as a first impressions, and we'll see how everything goes and works. I did want to mention that I'm going to be using some new brushes that I got. These are from Beaute. I ordered these ones, and there's a reason I ordered these ones. I wanted to see how quickly, if anyone ordered them, how quickly they would get here. And they got here very fast. I'm just kind of letting you guys know that because I am going to do a full review of the other brushes I got, but I just wanted to try another set and kind of see how the quality was and order them on my own to see how their customer service was, because that to me is a very important side of any business. So I did order these purple sets from Vander. I will say a couple of the ferrules came completely off and I just glued them back on. I don't have a problem doing that, but I just wanted to let you know. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and jump in the box and show you what we have this month. So I already took this out of the box. These are the Cover FX glitter drops, and these are in Nova. I'm actually kind of excited to play around with these. I was looking some stuff up on how you can use these, and you can use them around your eye, which is kind of how I think I'm going to use them versus it being a cheek highlighter. Just because I don't think I'm going to like a liquid highlight. Then we have in the next item that I pulled out of the box. I'm just going to let you guys know I am completely nervous about using on camera. I don't do well with lashes, but these are the Lashaholic Luxury Lashes. And this is what they look like. I do think that these ones will be kind of nice just because the band is not super thick. That is something that I have a hard time with. I'm definitely going to have to cut these lashes down slightly just because they are looking a little big for my eye shape. Next up that I pulled out of here is the Ace Beauty Grandoise palette. Let's go ahead and look at this guy. Ace Beauty is cruelty free, by the way, for anyone who is curious. I'm gonna get rid of that, but that is what it looks like. Very warm tone kind of shades there. Nothing too, like, this to me is not something that I already don't have in my collection, but I feel like we can create a beautiful look with this palette, so we're definitely going to try that out. Then we have these Luxie brushes here. I'm going to go ahead and take these out of their packaging. When I saw these, I was actually really excited about these brushes because these are really tiny, kind of detail-oriented brushes. And I really like that because I do not have any brushes like this, and I feel like these brushes are going to be a challenge to use today. I also, because I knew we were getting these brushes, thought that it would be a good idea to have some supplemental brushes just because these brushes are quite small. So there's those two and then those two. But I am excited for the challenge of using those brushes. And the final item in here, I can honestly say I'm not super excited about this. This is the Jonteblu Glittering Star Eyeliner. I have not been the biggest fan of the Jonteblu or however you say it eyeliners, but we'll give this one a go. So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know the prices of everything, and then I'm going to swatch a few things for you, and then we will get into the tutorial first impressions portion of this video. So the first thing I'm going to let you know are the Cover FX glitter drops in Nova. These are $44, so pretty much these are worth way more than the value of the box, which is pretty exciting. Then we have the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette, which is $24.99. I think that is a bit pricey for this palette, but I have never tried anything from Ace Beauty, so I do not know of the quality or how great it is. So we're going to find all of that out today. Then we have the brush set from Luxie, and these retail for $21. Ooh, kind of excited to try these. These do, one thing I can notice is just by touching them, they do feel a little bit different quality than the original pink Luxie brushes. You can also feel the glitter all over the handle here and things, but we shall see how these work. Then we have the Jonteblu eyeliner, and this is retailing for $5. Then we have the Lashaholic lashes. These are the Instagram false lashes, and these are $14.99. I like the box the lashes come in. I think that's cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to swatch a few things. The first thing I'm going to go ahead and swatch is this eyeliner, and I have to take this stupid, I hate when eyeliners are packaged this way. I'd rather them packaged in a box or something, but I understand why they do it because they don't want it contaminated in any way. Can you guys see all the glitter particles all over that? Ooh, so one thing I noticed right off the bat about this one is that it is much smoother than the other Jonteblu eyeliners. I'm just kind of seeing how it smudges out. But if you smudge it, you take away all of the glitter. Just letting you guys know that. Next, let's take a small kind of like swatch of the Cover FX glitter drops. I also heard you can mix this in with foundation, but because of the shade of this specific one, the Nova, I'm kind of nervous about doing that. Ooh, that's it's a really pretty gold, and I think for what I want to use it for on my eyes today, I think it'll work out very, very well. But I don't think that this shade here is going to work quite well as a highlighter on my skin tone. I think on a deeper skin tone, this would be gorgeous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swatch the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette. We're going to start off in Jasmine, Clove, Myrtle, and Cinnamon. So there is Jasmine, Clove, Myrtle, and Cinnamon. I swatched those three right next to each other. I apologize, but they still swatched decently. The metallic shades look really pretty. The mattes they're kind of silky almost. It's interesting, but they also feel kind of chunky when I went to swatch. I'm going to swatch these next ones better, I promise. Then we have Patchouli, Rose, Poppy, and Primrose. Or Primrose? I don't know how to say that one. So let's do this on this side. Here is Patchouli. There is Rose. There is Poppy. And then we have Primrose. And there are those ones swatched there. Okay, so the first shade I go into is Patchouli, and I'm just taking this on a very oversized blending brush, and I'm just kind of sweeping that color over to help the other shades kind of blend on my eye. Next, I go in with the shade Clove, and I'm taking that on the Luxie 121 Mini Tapered Blending Brush. This is a very precise blending brush, and I'm just kind of working that above my crease and just placing it exactly where I want it to go on both of my eyes. And just kind of blending it so that it doesn't have a harsh line. And just, I'm blending and I'm building the color up because I do want the colors to show themselves. I'm someone who likes to build my colors up and have them be very intense. Next, I go into the shade Poppy, and I'm using the Luxie 131 Mini Angled Brush. And I like the shape of this brush for my outer corner, as well as kind of working it into my crease. However, the shade Poppy is very difficult to work with. I wanted to kind of show how these shadows worked in real time. That is why these are not sped up clips, because I really want you guys to kind of see. I go back in with that other Luxie brush that I used Clove on, and I'm just trying to blend the colors together. I'm also using the same brush that I took Patchouli on to kind of blend out the edges, and if you'll notice, Poppy disappears. I have to go back in and reapply Poppy and really kind of get it where I want it and try and make the edges not so harsh, but it's a difficult thing to do when you're trying to blend shades together. So I'm trying to be very careful, but every time I go over or anywhere near Poppy, it seems to disappear. And that is kind of frustrating, and that's the first kind of frustrating thing I've noticed. So I kind of leave a harsh line there, and hopefully later on it kind of goes away, because I just can't get it to work, because every time, see, it disappears. Next, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to do kind of like a half cut crease here, just so that I can place my next shade down easily and have it kind of be the star of the show, just because those other shades are kind of having some difficulty. The next shade I go into is Rose, and I take this on the Luxie 111 brush. This is the mini flat angled, and I really like how this kind of helped me follow the curve of my eye. It's not what this brush is for at all, but it really did kind of work for what I used it here for. And I'm someone who uses brushes in ways that are not always what they're meant for, and I kind of enjoy kind of finding new uses for brushes, because if I have more than one use, I'm going to use them more frequently, in all honesty. And sorry if you can hear my dog, she's just waking up. But I do kind of like how this kind of really packed on the color for me, as well as, again, follow the shape of my eye. And I am getting uncomfortable sitting here in this sweater. My house suddenly got very, very warm when I was filming this, so I apologize if I'm wiggly or moving around too much. But yeah. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX Glitter Primer, as well as the NYX Glitter in Gold. And I'm just going to kind of take this about 3/4 of the way across my lid. I'm not going all the way down like I have in previous videos, just because I really want it to kind of just stop. I got this idea when I was watching Paulina Beauty. She kind of really inspired this. I watched her today, and now I'm filming my BoxyCharm, so blame her. So then I take it on another kind of liner brush, and this is the glitter now, and I'm just placing that glitter just above my crease. I'm really also enjoying gold, which is very strange for me. I'm somebody who tends to be drawn more towards silver, but I just think gold works better with these warmer looks anyway, and I think that's kind of why I went for the gold. I also thought about using kind of a coppery glitter for this look. I think that would have worked too. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and do my face makeup, and then we'll come back and finish everything else off, the eyes and the lips. So next I'm going in with that Jonteblu glitter liner, and I'm just going to work that underneath my lower lash line and really where I want it. I did also want to let you know that I will have everything I used for my face linked down below, and I did go ahead and do my winged liner and my mascara off of camera just because I did not want this video to be 30 minutes long. Yeah. Then I go in with the shade Rose, and I'm working that kind of on a flat, this is more like a concealer brush, and I'm just running that along my lower lash line to kind of give it some color down there, because I didn't want to just leave it bare with just the liner. Next, I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Drops in Nova. I take a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm placing them in my inner corner with the Luxie 141 Mini Round Brush. This worked really well for my inner corner, and I can also see this brush working well to kind of sweep and blend underneath the lower lash line. Now I go in with the Lashaholic Luxury Lashes, and don't worry, I did take my Duo Lash Glue. I did realize that I grabbed the NYX Glitter Primer. I just saw glue and was like, oh yes, this is what I use. No, I wanted to also kind of make sure that this clip was slowed down, because I wanted you guys to see how really long it takes me to put on these lashes. Now this is actually a shorter kind of instance of me putting on false lashes. I need to practice a lot more, but I'm also not somebody who likes to wear lashes all day, every day. I kind of like my eyes to feel a lot lighter, and with lashes on, they feel heavier. Now, I will say that these lashes are quite light, and I do like that the band is thin. It does make working with them a little bit easier. Now, this is the eye I struggle with more every time I put on false lashes. So if it looks like this eye is a bit of a more struggle, that's what I meant to say. It is. It's just the nature of this eye. It has some issues. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. It's also the eye I struggle with my winged liner. That is just my problem child of an eyeball. Okay? I'm working on it. But I do like the style of these lashes. I do kind of like that they're not evenly, they're not even across, meaning that there's longer lashes, shorter lashes. I just kind of like how it looks. It kind of makes my own lashes look much fuller than they actually are. Next, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Ultra Matte in Monday, since we did not get a lipstick in this box. And I do think that this kind of color looks good. I will say this, I know I mess up on part of my lips. I'm just struggling all around today, so I do apologize for that. But I'm not somebody to edit out my flaws, because I'm a human being, people. I'm a person, okay? I make mistakes. Things don't always turn out perfect, but I do kind of like how the glitter saves my eye look. And here is the final look. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. Really quick, I just kind of want to give my kind of first impressions on this palette. I use the shade Clove, Poppy, Rosé, and Patchouli. I use Patchouli kind of to help everything else kind of blend, kind of as a transition shade. I don't always go in and do that, and I don't know if that had some impact, but the shade Clove went on pretty well. But the shade Poppy, I don't know if you guys can see right here, but when I was blending, when I was working the shades Clove and Poppy together, Poppy just kind of made everything kind of patchy. That shade did not work very well for me. I had to keep repacking it on, and then when I'd go to like blend the edges out, it would just blend completely away. The shade Rosé worked really well. I actually kind of liked using this little kind of flat brush here to kind of help pack that on. It kind of helped me get the shape of my eye. I don't normally do that. I could probably use this for different things, but I'm gonna have to play around with this. As right now, first impressions, I'm not very impressed with this palette. I think the colors in this palette are pretty, but the formula itself, I'm just kind of disappointed in, and I might have to work with these in a different way. Let's talk quickly about the brushes. I actually really like these based off my first impressions. I will be using them more and for different things. I want to try and see what else I can use them for. I love how tiny they are, and I love how kind of precise they are. I don't think the brushes had any bearing on how those shadows performed, but I am going to kind of play around with some other brushes in my collection with that palette and just kind of see how it goes. The next thing I want to go ahead and talk about are the lashes. They were pretty easy to apply. I am lash challenged. I will admit it. I am very lash challenged, and applying those were easier than some other lashes. It did not take me multiple tries, so I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to see how many wears I get out of them, but I can't promise I'm always going to wear eyelashes in my videos. That is just not who I am. Then we have this Jonteblu glitter eyeliner. I actually like how smooth this eyeliner goes on. I don't know how I feel about the glitter because there's already some of the glitter kind of falling out. I don't know. It's not from up here or from the Cover FX, because this has kind of different gold glitter in it and some silver, it looks like. Maybe it's just silver. And that's kind of what I'm seeing down here, which does not match the glitter that I used on my eye here or from the Cover FX drops. Let's talk about the Cover FX drops. I think for what I plan on using these for, I plan on using them on my lid occasionally and around my eyes. I don't really intend to use these as a highlight, and so far they're working pretty well. I just kind of put some on the back of my hand and stuck my brush in it and made it work for my inner corner highlight. So I'm excited to get some more use out of these. Did you guys get this BoxyCharm this month? What are your thoughts down below? How do you think my look turned out? Do you have any recommendations on how to make those shades in that palette work? Yes, I also know that my lipstick is a mess. Both of the shades that I'm working on in my project pan are starting to dry out. So they're a little harder to work with. So I might be decluttering those soon. I will let you guys know though in future updates. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this. Remember, next time I will have reviews on these items as well as my first impressions of a BoxyLuxe. If you would like to, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like. Thank you guys again and bye!